Hello and welcome to Work From Home, the daily podcast to keep you connected, productive and sane while working remotely. I'm Harry.
And I'm Alex.
So today we're checking in with the challenge that Alex and I set ourselves last Wednesday. So we've had a week to live up to the promise that we made one another and see how that went. And so Alex, remind us, what did you say you were going to do this time last week?
I said that I was going to start doing yoga daily using a series of videos online on a channel called Yoga with Adrienne.
Yep.
She has like a month-long daily series of videos. So I said that I would do that. Excellent. What were you up to?
Mine was slightly less ambitious in that it wasn't daily, but I said I was going to go for 4 runs. And runs, I suppose I should quantify, is my standard loop is 5Ks. So it normally takes me it normally takes me, I imagine, about 15 minutes. So I'm very quick. No, it doesn't. It takes me an extraordinary amount of time. But anyway, so 5Ks 4 times in the last week. And how did you get on?
I was pretty good. I missed one on Saturday because I could not for the life of me be bothered to do anything. I just kind of was on like half power for an entire day. But aside from that, it's been pretty consistent.
Cool. Can you touch your toes now? Or how's your flexibility
I can always
going?
touch my toes. But...
Really? Yeah, well, not when you get to my age, mate. I can touch my toes, but I also have to bend my knees. I'm incredibly inflexible, and I've tried yoga with Adrienne, actually. My wife has been trying to get me into it. She loves yoga, and so she does it quite regularly, and she's trying to sort of get me to do it as well. And I do want to do it. I want to do it. I really don't enjoy it at all. I'm inflexible and I can't keep up. They just move so quickly. Okay, now we're going to move from the downward dog into the something or other that I don't understand. And so I'm just constantly sort of 1 or 2 steps behind. I sort of feel like an amateur dancer trying to keep up with a dance class.
Well, the one that I've been doing is it starts off so slow. It's basically meditation for the first 5 days with some moving around in it. And I think she's also telepathic to some degree insofar as she knows exactly what I'm doing wrong, even though it's pre-recorded and she can't see me. She knows, she's saying stuff like, relax your neck, and of course my neck is too tight, or tilt your pelvis forward, and of course it isn't tilted forward.
Yep.
So she knows her stuff pretty well, and it's pretty relaxed, or at least it has been up until this point, and it's been really easy to keep along with. I would say it does ride that line between like meditation and a workout, because it's just not, at the moment yet, it's not that crazy. So it's just been like weaponized relaxation whenever I do it, which is brilliant.
Yeah. I guess like an alternative to yoga that I hear a lot about is Pilates. You ever kind of tried that? Any interest in sort of trying? Pilates seems like a bit more sort of hard, less relaxing, less meditative, and more just sort of painful.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be like ageist about it or whatever you call it, but I think Pilates is what my mum does. So
right. Okay. Sure.
I'm not. Yeah. I'll stick with the yoga.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Cool. Okay. Well, so mine was, to run 4 times in the last week. I'm happy to say I did that, but I think it's interesting to note that we chatted on the Wednesday. I went for a run on that same day. So I got my first one in. I thought, this is going to be easy. 4 runs, no worries. I then was really busy on the Thursday and the Friday, and the Saturday was my son's birthday. So I didn't get to run until the Sunday. So then I had to run Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to sort of keeping up. So running every day. The Sunday was fine. Monday was incredibly stiff. My body was like, mate, we don't run every day. This isn't how we work. But did manage to. And then the Wednesday was really good, actually. And it's just, this is nothing new, but it has made a dramatic impact on my stress levels and kind of just energy and ability to work and stuff. So I'm really glad we did it. I think having that accountability, despite the fact that I could have lied, I could have come back on and said, yeah, I did it. Yeah. 12 Ks yesterday, 20 Ks the day before. I could have easily have made it up. But you sort of do feel that sense of responsibility to do it. And that really gave me the push, and that was great.
Yeah, I think you made a really good point. You have to be ruthless with cutting the time out to actually do it.
Yep.
As far as I was concerned, I didn't have any time to spare yesterday. Like, I just didn't think that I would have, literally I thought I would get up and do what I need to do for the day, and then I would just need to go straight to bed. I don't think I have the time. But I just deliberately cut an hour out to do it. And that thing that tasks take as much time as you've given to them to do. And the day just kind of worked itself out, and I felt better as a result. But you do have to be ruthless with it, really.
Absolutely. And I think that's where accountability just is really, really helpful. And actually that sort of led me to sort of thinking about another approach we could take to this kind of accountability and kind of a reason to exercise. And then, similar to Adrienne, I think you're a mind reader. You've actually suggested in our notes here to look at this kind of challenge. And I thought it'd be really cool. So yeah, this app you've recommended is basically a challenge. So rather than it being, I promise I'm going to exercise X many times, and by the next time we speak, it's sort of setting a challenge that we can contribute to as a team. And so this thing is called the Conqueror events. The thing I got excited about was the idea of setting a challenge and kind of working towards a really, completing a really big distance. So we can't leave our houses more than a certain radius. We're stuck. And in some cases, we might need to exercise, like you were mentioning on your kind of exercise bike that you've got. But you can kind of measure the distance that you're traveling there. So I thought it would be really cool to say, okay, let's cycle from here to Dusseldorf or something, and just sort of giving ourselves a really kind of long distance challenge. And then we can, chip away at it as a team and kind of reach this goal, which I thought was a really cool thing. And then you've kind of come up with, completely unrelated, I didn't kind of mention that to you, you've sort of said there's this really cool app which does exactly this. So what is the Conqueror?
The app has a group of events. It's called the Conqueror, and one of the events they do is called Hadrian's Wall. And the idea is that it's just a distance tracker.
Right.
Is the same as, or you can use it in concert with like Strava or Google Maps or MyFitnessPal. And it's this idea that more than just being a step counter or a measure of a distance that you've gone, it measures it against something. So in this case, it's against the length of Hadrian's Wall. So you would go out and do your daily walk for however long that may be. And the distance you do on each day would be added up until you got to the 90-mile mark, which is how long Hadrian's Wall is. And then, interestingly enough, when you finish it, they send you a medal.
Yeah, well, I mean, who doesn't want a piece of, silverware for their cupboard? I love that idea. It's really fun. And yeah, and what's cool is you can do this either solo. So you can set yourself a solo challenge and say, I'm going to run from the Alps to the ocean, which is one of the other options they've got. Or you can do it as a team and kind of chip away at it together. So I absolutely love this idea. And so I think we should try and do this between us. I don't know whether 90 miles between two people, that's 45 miles. I mean, that should be pretty easy for us to knock off in a week if we're cycling.
That's what I'm thinking is immediately, I'm not usually competitive, but I was just thinking I could probably, if I set my mind to it, absolutely smash 90 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
See what everyone else is up to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could do that you could definitely do it on a bike. I think 90 miles running would kill you.
I think we'd have to either say on your feet or on a bike. I think it would be unfair if I was to just go and coast downhill for
exactly
many miles.
Yeah. Although it'd be cool, if you could like sync your rowing machine to distance as well and put that in, you could sort of row your way across Hadrian's Wall, which I'm pretty sure is, I don't know, maybe there's a canal kind of challenge in there somewhere. Anyway, so this is a really cool tool. Definitely check it out and let us know if you've kind of knocked off any substantial challenges. We are going to try and cover the length of Hadrian's Wall between now and the next time we sit down to record this in a week's time. So, wish us luck, and then we'll show off our sweet medal when that arrives in the post. Well, if we complete it successfully, of course. So, also worth mentioning, this isn't a free tool. So, this is in the UK, it's 25 quid. In the US, it's $30. So yeah, but that gets you your entry, it gets you the tracking, and it pays for your medal to get delivered in the post as well. So
that's what we all want.
Which is what we're all doing it for, really. We don't care about our health or well-being. We're really interested in getting some medal that looks like it's come straight from Game of Thrones, delivered to our door. So yeah, that's what we'll be working on. So let us know, are there any other platforms, actually, any other ways to kind of set ourselves challenges that can keep us active? Because I think, as we've kind of seen, it's nothing new. We all know it's good for us, but it really does have a great impact on how we're feeling. So if you've got any good suggestions, we'd love to hear them. WFHpodcast.com is the website. And if you're enjoying the show, we'd love it if you could share it with someone else that you think would benefit from it.